Midwich Cuckoos. No ratings, because Google is not trustworthy when it comes to ratings. I've never seen a single Google rating that has been negative. In fact, I've never seen one that has been below 90%. But anyway, Keely Hawes, Sinoff Carlson. I didn't like it. It took far too long to get started, and even then, I wouldn't even count it as started after watching the entirety of episode 1. But maybe that's just because of the description that I was given by my mentor and someone else. It seems like there's already loads of shows and movies and books and games that have this name in it, but the Lazarus Project, universally, okay, I'll mention. Midwich Cuckoos, Sky Max original series watching on Sky Max. Lazarus Project, Sky Max original series watching on Sky Max, universally positive ratings. No one I recognize, I like it. We Own the City, universally positive ratings. HBO original series I watched on Sky Atlantic. John Burnfall. Rob Brown. I didn't know his name. I didn't know that this guy was in it, but Dominic Lombardozzi, whatever. I didn't like it. I get that it's basically just a wire, but I don't know. I just didn't like it. This Twitter as of 10 past 5 p.m. on Friday, the 1st of July, 2022. Happy non-Pride Month. While Tessa Thompson has the time to do an advertisement for the Rec line. I'm surprised considering she was just, doing 4 and Westworld at the same time. Why is every single company and place you can possibly work in all at the same time changing the way they call in sick? Much easier. Good. I thought it was going to be much harder. But how did it work? And how does it work now? Okay, it's still stuff that I just don't understand because I don't know. Technoplane is dead. Rest in peace. I've never seen any of the man's videos, but rest in peace. 6 prime ministers in LGBT progress. Let's see this. Do they mean they would vote more in favour in it or more, in the opposite direction? Right, you can't. Right, okay, so let's just read what Tony Blair has said. Now, before we read what Tony Blair has said, keep in mind, Tony Blair is the person who has damaged the United Kingdom the most in all of history. One of the things that stands out to me most is the consensus that has now been established among the major political parties. But it is important to remember how we got here. Change only happened because people got up and made it happen with progressive values leading the conversation. Tony, you started 2 forever wars. You do not get an opinion on progression. So this is training where you say they're a 10, but. So they're a 10, but they're owned by EA, which. Yeah, they're a 10, but they're made by Ubisoft. That's my one. Whoa there, Roach. Whoever you are. Cancer, apparently. You can't have that profile picture. It's July now. Anything. Did anything specific prompt the revisitation of Roe v. Wade? Okay, did you make a coat? Yes. What does it cost? I can't. I can tell that's not like a copy pasta. If it were a copy pasta, then that'd be fine because that would be the joke. But it's not. It's just the left can't meme. In fact, it doesn't even seem to be like an attempt at a meme. It's an anti-meme. You know, Stalin, or gonna guess Stalin. I don't know. He made the coat. Cost him, all these materials or whatever. I don't know. Oh, look at this person. This looks like a real woman.
I used Twitter to organize a fundraiser where we raised $250,000 for trans charities. I used it for pushing DIY hormones. And it was the main way that I advertised my stream. So it's going to like affect my livelihood, getting permanently banned on Twitter. I used
Get a real job, you lazy bastard. It's okay to brag about taking away the only liberal income, but the minute a site limits yours due to an auto mod, suddenly take away income isn't fun anymore. Aw, poor Pee. If people had taken a My Body My Choice stance on genital cutting and vaccines, the pro-choice movement would be in a different place. Breaking. Just Stop Oil protesters have glued themselves to a Van Gogh painting at London's place. I don't understand how they haven't learned. This does not change anything at all. Like, people blocking the roads, not only did that not make any positive change, it actually made a negative change because, and it hasn't been confirmed, but there is the possibility of ambulances coming down that road and they can't get past because you're blocking the way, and the person that the ambulance is going to will die. And then that man who threw a cake at the Mona Lisa, that did nothing because they have defenses against that, as in, like, just a bit of glass. You can't actually go up and touch the painting. There's some glass or whatever in the way, something protecting it. So all you're really doing is wasting your time. That's Van Gogh's Peach Trees in Blossom. I believe it's valued at a few million. If criminal damage exceeds 10,000, the charge gets sent to the Crown Court. Sentence is determined by value of damage done. Max sentence is 10 years. Absolute geniuses. This isn't a brick through a window or blocking traffic. This is possibly causing damage to a painting worth millions of pounds. These people are idiots. Same guy tied his neck to a goalpost during a football match. Imagine going away for 10 years over a demonstration that will be forgotten in 3 days. I don't think it'll be forgotten in 3 days. I'm going to forget it in 5 minutes. Like, the man with the cake, that got a bit of attention. But this one isn't really getting any. Employee accidentally paid. Accidentally paid 286 times his salary. Resigns and vanishes without a trace. Thoughts and prayers, but only for this king. That's why D.B. Cooper and how he was kind of a hero amongst anarchists in the 1970s. Another mad lad candidate. D.B. was in the list for a while. The problem is he's really mainstream and has been widely covered. In what? Like, there's a bit in Loki where they decided that Loki is D.B. Cooper, and there was a bit in Prison Break where one of the old people in the prison was possibly D.B. Cooper, or maybe they confirmed that, I don't remember. and also an episode of Lethal Weapon. That's it, from what I can think. I know that Netflix released a documentary recently, but we're not talking documentaries, we're talking biopics, even though Mad Lads is a documentary. Potatoes, peas, and strawberries are all doing well. My tomato plants, however, are absolutely determined to die. Tweeting by my guardian. Dadism sets in fast. How does turnips pretty well, actually. Put chicken crap in them. My tomatoes are doing great. Going to my local farm, like, give me a crap. Okay, this is not how you title an article. Man who appeared in court for driving with no license and illegal marijuana possession is arrested after driving away from courthouse in an SVU loaded with marijuana. Actually, you know what? I don't know how you shorten that down, because you need to have for a headline, you need to have it shorter than that, but I just don't know how you would do it. Really, Mark? Did you intentionally make it that blurry? Pixelated or whatever? Luckily, I remember the years old meme. I'll effing do it again. They're off spending all of it in the good chair. Don't at me. Good chair, bad book.